What's up everybody, it's Cjplays here, and today y'all, I have a very interesting video. So today we're going to be ranking the gnomes in The Sims 3. So I was over on Tumblr the other day, and I saw this really cool post by Papermint Airplane, and basically she made a list of all the gnomes in the game, and she ranked them, and I was like, I need to do this for a video, so I'm going to leave her Tumblr link down below if you want to check her out. But today y'all, we're going to be ranking the gnomes, okay? Now, funny enough, I had no idea that these gnomes even had names. Like, I would always just call them like dog gnome or ghost gnome, but y'all, they have proper names. There's like a whole lot of information that I did not know about when it comes to these gnomes, so I was like, why don't we just like rank them? I think it would also be kind of funny if I kept the original tiers, because these are kind of funny. So at the very top we have, I would fight off a zombie bear for you, a surprise to be sure but a welcome one, tolerable at best, instant sell, and not on my lot. This one is gonna have a lot of gnomes on it because a lot of these y'all I have never seen before, and I feel like if I've never seen it, I probably don't have an attachment to it, therefore I wouldn't want to keep it on my lot, if that makes sense, but it's okay. So before we even get into this video, I just want to say, y'all, this is just my opinion. Feel free to have your own in the comment section. Let me just ask y'all right now, how would you rank these gnomes? Like, tell me down below. I'm also going to leave this link down below if you want to rank gnomes in your own free time, but why don't we just go ahead and get into it, y'all? So we have the very first gnome over here. It looks like a little rapper or something like that. I just want to see what the name of it is. I believe it comes with late night. Yeah, it does, y'all. The name. Okay, the name of this gnome, y'all, is Blingaboo, the magical hip hop gnome. That name, I don't know how I feel about it. Blingaboo, I don't know about that one, y'all. But like I said, y'all, this gnome is from late night, by the way, and he is received as a celebrity gift. So I guess you have to get it as a celebrity, but I've never gotten one before. I don't really have a lot of Sims that are like 5-star celebrities, so I've just never seen it before, but it's kind of cool. I would say this one is probably a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Like, I would not delete this if it was on my lot. Like, usually when I have gnomes, I delete them because they're worth money, but this one is kind of cool, so I think I'm going to keep this one. That name is keeping it from the top. So the next gnome is this bunny one. I just need to know what the name of it is. Like, I don't know. I feel like it came with seasons. This one is Bucktooth. Y'all, Bucktooth Butternut. That name is funny. So this gnome has a chance of showing up in a Sims inventory when collecting eggs at the spring festival. That's kind of cool. You have to have seasons for this one. I never knew that. Also too, this gnome appears quite frequently when Sims garden, which I don't think I've ever really seen it. I probably have seen it once or twice and I never noticed it before. I do a lot of gardening in The Sims 3, so I feel like I've probably seen it before and just never noticed it or anything like that. And apparently down here, y'all, it may also appear when woohooing in spring. Never knew that factoid. Of course, you can always buy these at the spring festivals, but I never knew it could appear if you woohoo in spring. That's kind of interesting. So I think for this one, y'all, I'm gonna put this one in the tolerable at best. I've seen this one a lot, but it's not my favorite gnome. Honestly, I think I would probably sell it, so maybe it should be in the instant sell category. Like, it's not a bad gnome. It's just like, you know, I don't really need it on my lot, if that makes sense. Like, all gnomes, honestly, are instant sells, but I think I'll just put this one in instant sell. So, next up, we have this freezer bunny one. Y'all, I have seen this one so much in my game. I don't know what the name of it is, but we need to find it really quick. I have seen this gnome non-stop in my gameplay, y'all. I think it sometimes routes like a llama or something like that. It's called the Freezer Bunny Magic Gnome. That's a pretty basic name for it. It says that there's a 1% chance of spawning every time a dog barks or a cat freaks out at the fridge. Did not know that. Sometimes it's seen holding an ice cream cone or sitting on a llama. Yeah, so I was right. It does appear on a llama. I've seen this one a whole lot before. I think I'm gonna put this one, y'all, at the I would fight off a zombie bear for you, because this is actually cute and I like it when it comes on my lot. I'll put this one at the top. Next up, we have like this cat gnome, I believe. Is that a cat or a dog? I don't know. Let me just go and look. Oh, so this one is Felix Feline Nimbus. Hopefully I said that right. So it's, of course, it's a cat gnome. There's a 0.7% chance this gnome will spawn every time a cat receives the whacked out mootlet. So I believe that is from catnip in the game. I don't think I've ever seen this gnome before. So honestly, I'm going to put it not on my lot because I've never seen this one, I don't think. I have a lot of cats in my game, but I feel like I've seen the horse one and the dog one more often than this one. So I don't really have an attachment for it. So it's going to be on the not on my lot. Honestly, it should probably just go in instant sell, but not on my lot. Sounds more fitting. Next up, we have like this caveman one, I believe. I want to say this one probably comes with ambitions. So it's called the Troglodyte, the magical gnome of BC. So yeah, it comes with ambitions, by the way. So it's usually found during travels in the time machine or by exploring the drill tunnel. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this one before in the game because I don't really ever use the time machine, and I definitely don't drill in the game, so I would never see this one before, so I'm gonna put this one on the not on my lot. I don't need it. If I've never seen it before, it's probably for a good reason. I'm just gonna put this down here. Next up, we have like a singer, I believe, or let me just see what this one is. I think it's a singer. Yeah, it's called Lounge Lizard Magic Gnome. So this one is a singer gnome. It will appear randomly on the lot of a player's house if the player's sim is in the singing career. I've never seen this one before, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna put this one in the surprise, but it's a welcome one because I have a lot of sims that are singers in the game, but I've just never seen this one before. Like, what is the percent? Does it say what like percentage? It never said it, but like, that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna put this one up here. Next up, we have the dog one. So I just want to see what the name of it is. So it's Carter Caneminis. I feel like I'm not saying this right, y'all, but you can see the name right here. There is a 0.7% chance to spawn per dog best friend. It is often found doing dog-like things, so I guess dogs can find this one. I've seen this one appear on my lot quite frequently, and I do like it, so honestly, I might have to go at the top, because I've seen this one a whole lot, and I do like it. Next up, we have this one. This one looks kind of mean. I don't know what this one is called, but let me just find it really quick. So this is the Mr. Evil Gnome. I don't really like the name, so I feel like this is going to be evil, obviously. So it says when in place, the Mr. Evil Gnome will spawn trash around. Y'all, first of all, that right there, give me a second, y'all. This one is going to be on an instant sale. Honestly, not on my lot. It says when placed, evil Mr. Gnome will spawn trash around, fight against mysterious Mr. Gnomes, appear next to a sleeping sim, giving the sim a nightmare, mootlet, knock over the trash, unmake beds, create puddles, and steal money from the household funds. He is a menace. Like I said, y'all, he's in the not on my lot. Honestly, an instant sell, but he's gonna definitely be down here on the not on my lot. I don't need this gnome. I don't want to think about this gnome. He's pure evil. He's a menace. He belongs at the bottom tier. So next up, we have like this ghost gnome. I just want to see what the name of it is. It's Gnome of the Darned. So this one comes from Supernatural, and it says that this gnome summons ghosts to the lot. So it says that this one can be attained from the claw machine. You can get it as like a reward when you successfully research ghosts at the Vault of Iniquity, and it can also be found on a lot when a sim is cursed with a haunting curse. And this gnome summons ghosts to the lot. Honestly, I don't really need this one. I don't really care about Ghost in the Sims 3 that much. A lot of Ghosts have crashed my Sims 3 game in the past, so I definitely don't care. I'm gonna put this one in instant sell. If I see it, it's getting sold, y'all. Next up, we have, I think that's the Graduation Gnome, I believe. Yeah, so this one is the Graduation Gnome. I've seen this one pop up before. So it says that this gnome appears in the Sims inventory after they graduate from Sims University. It says, also, while a Sim is in class, a message may pop up saying a Graduation Gnome was hiding in between some pages of your textbook, and the Sim will acquire it. So I like this one. I've seen this one happen a bunch. I'm gonna put this one in the a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, because a lot of my Sims tend to be broke in university, so if I could sell this one for a little bit of simoleons, I'm gonna do it. So it will be a surprise, all right. Next up, we have like this little trash gnome or a junk gnome. I don't know what it is called. Let me look and see. So this is the Magical Gnome of Invention. It says that it could be found primarily when using the invent interaction at the Scraptastic workbench. I've never seen it that way. It can only be invented by an accident, and it can also be found by using the miner. Also, apparently it can sit on the workbench and just watch her Sims invent stuff, which is kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't really care about this gnome too much, so I think I'm gonna put this one in maybe instant sell. It's cute, but I don't care about it. I don't think I've ever seen it in my gameplay, therefore I don't care. It's gonna go down here. Next up, we have like this little bear gnome. So this one is the Abracadabra, the Magical Gnome of Laundry. Oh, it kind of reminds me of like the Charmin bear. So it says sometimes while collecting laundry, a sim will discover the laundry gnome. It is also found using the most and second most expensive dryers in the game. It's definitely giving Charmin vibes. It is really cute, and I've seen this one a whole lot in my game. I'm gonna put this one in the I would fight off a zombie bear for you because it's really cute, y'all, and I need it. So next up, we have this one. I don't know what this one is called. It's called Little Leon, the Magical Gnome of France. So you can find this one if you explore the catacombs in the French mausoleum. You can also find it by refining metals at the base camp mailbox. So it's cute, but I don't really ever see this one. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Honestly, any of the other ones from World Adventures either. I don't think I've ever seen those before. So I'm gonna put this one, y'all, in the not on my lot. If I've never seen it, if I've never played with it, if I've never found it, I don't have a connection to it. So it's going down here. Next up, we have this little magician gnome. So this one is Cranston Boontz, the Magic Gnome. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So this gnome is a magician gnome. It will appear randomly on the lot of a player's house if the player's sim is in the magic career. Listen, y'all, I have a lot of sims that do these Showtime careers, but I've never seen this one before, so I'm gonna put this one in the instant sell. It's cute, but I'm gonna sell it if I see it. I ain't never seen it before, y'all. Next up, we have this other gnome. I think this is also one from World Adventures. This one is called Master Manchu, the Magical Gnome of China. So this one comes from World Adventures, but if you have ambitions installed, you can find it if you use like the minor object from the inventing skill. You can also find it if you explore the catacombs in China. You can also fish for it, and you can also find it if you refine the metals at the base camp. Really cool, but honestly, y'all, the same thing with the other one. It's a World Adventure gnome. I don't ever go to the World Adventure worlds, so I have never seen this one in my own gameplay. Therefore, I don't really care that much. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. Next up, we have this cool one. I think this one is a Into the Future one, I believe. This one is the Mech Gnome. So this gnome is acquired by assembling all 5 llama pieces found in the crash site near Oasis Landing. Oh, it's also the gnome that's on that poster from Into the Future. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. They look alike. I never knew, y'all, that you had to put all the pieces together. This is actually kind of cool. I'm gonna put this at the top, y'all. Okay. Out of all the gnomes, this one might be the most unique one. So I'm gonna put this one at the top because the fact that you can only make it if you acquire all 5 llama pieces, I really honestly want to do that for a video because that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna put this one, y'all, at the top. So next up we have, I think this is just like the mysterious Mr. Gnome, like the OG one. Honestly, y'all, it's gonna be an instant sell for me. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, CJ, why? Listen, it annoys me, but not in The Sims 3. It more so annoys me in The Sims 4 because if you have a sim in The Sims 4 take a picture with the camera, sometimes this gnome will appear and he'll like photobomb you, and it's so annoying. So yeah, I have like a lot of bad memories with this gnome. I don't like him. I know you can like put him together with another gnome and you can have like a gnome family. It's very cute. It's nice, y'all. That is like the only thing that's keeping it from not on my lot. I'll keep you on my lot, but you're gonna be sold eventually. I'm gonna put this one over here, y'all, in an instant sell, okay? Moving on, we have like this little scuba diver gnome. So this one is the Mr. Mariner gnome. So this one can be found if you scuba dive, but it can also be found if you have like rare or uncommon like seashell spawners in the game, so you can kind of find it near those. You can also find it if you snorkel as well, which is kind of cool. I think I'm gonna probably put this one in the tolerable at best, because like, you know, it's cool. I don't hate it. I don't really like it that much. It's all right. We'll put it in the middle tier. Next up, we have this one. I don't know what this one is called. It looks like a stone. So this is the Magical Gnome of Sculpting. So this gnome can be found primarily while using the sculpt interaction at the pedestrian sculpting station. It can also be sculpted by accident, and it can also be found using the minor object. I've never really used the minor object. I think I've maxed out the inventing skill like one time before, but I've never seen this gnome. It's kind of cool though, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think I'm gonna put this one though in the instant sell, because if I ever got it, I wouldn't keep it, but I would definitely sell it. So next up, we have this snowman gnome. I'm just gonna tell y'all now, it's gotta go at the top. It is cute. I love it. I need to protect it. The name of this gnome is the Snowman Bitter Totter. That name's funny. Basically, you can find this on your lot if you've built a snowman. Of course, you have to have seasons for it, but if you build a snowman, you can sometimes find it. It can also be bought at the concession stands during the winter seasonal festivals if you have enough tickets, which is kind of cool. I really like this one, y'all, because he's really cute, and yeah, like I said, we got to protect him, so we're going to put him at the top. So next up, we have this Egyptian gnome, I believe. So this is Sultan Sam, the Magical Gnome of Egypt. You can find this one if you explore the catacombs in the Egyptian mausoleums. You can also fish for it if you get the random event. You can also like refine metals at the mailbox at the base camp, and you can find it that way. So kind of similar to the other ones from Road Adventures. So while I think this one is cool, y'all, I gotta be honest with y'all, I've never seen this one in my normal gameplay, therefore it's gotta go at the bottom, not on my lot. Next up, we have like this little summer gnome or a surfer gnome. I just want to see what the name of it is. So this one is Brawn Gnome. Okay, so this one can be found when throwing a pool party, making food from a barbecue, or having a lot of fireworks on your lot. It can also be redeemed for 500 tickets at the concession stand during summertime. So this one's kind of cool, y'all. I don't think I've ever seen him doing gameplay. I've thrown pool parties. I've also cooked on the grill, but I've never seen this one. I think I'm gonna put him in maybe a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. If I see this little dude, he might have to stay, y'all. He kind of cool. So next up, I believe, is a vampire gnome, which I had no idea existed. This is the Magical Vampire Gnome. It's randomly found on lots with multiple plasma fruit bushes growing. Never knew that. I don't even think I've ever grown a plasma bush in The Sims 3 before. You can also find it if you have plasma fruit in your fridge, by the way. It also says right here, a greater number of bushes on the lot increases the chances of finding one. So it says that this gnome gives every non-vampire sim, other than sims with the brave trait, on the lot the hunted mootlet. Oh, it says right here, y'all, that this gnome has the power to transform a teddy bear into a vampire gnome. That's kind of cool. Honestly, this one's gonna go up here, y'all. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. That's kind of cool. I never knew that thing about the vampire bear. I would honestly love to see that in my own game. So I'm gonna put this one in this tier, y'all. That's kind of cool. If I see this gnome, I gotta keep it around. So next up, we have the witch gnome. I just want to see what the name of it is. This one is the Crackling Knackerbell. That name, y'all. So there's a chance Sims will receive this gnome when they enter a haunted house and trick or treat. Additionally, Sims may also redeem the gnome from the concession stands during the fall with festival tickets. So this one comes from Seasons. I've seen this gnome a lot and I don't really mind it. So I'm going to put this one in the tolerable at best. It's kind of cool. All right, I'll keep it. And then last but not least, we have this horse gnome. So the name of this one is called Zenyatta. Literally, y'all, just call Zenyatta. There is a chance that this gnome will spawn whenever a horse licks a salt lick for 80 minutes. 80 minutes? Why it's gotta be 80 minutes to be exact? That's so strange. And so exact, honestly. The chance increases by 0.2% for every 27 minutes the horse licks the salt lick. That is so precise. Like, why? The Zenyatta leaves produce around the yard for a Sims animals. Oh, that's kind of cute. Honestly, though, that's cute, but also kind of annoying. I don't really mind when deer come into my lot, but I don't really want raccoons on my lot. So that's kind of cute, but also kind of annoying, I guess. And then it says she's named after Zenyatta, a famous thoroughbred mare who won 19 consecutive races and was named the runner-up female athlete of the year in 2010 by the Associated Press. So that's kind of cool. So honestly, y'all, I did not know that about the horse, and I kind of like it. So I'm going to put this one at the top. I have seen this one a whole lot because I have a lot of horses in my gameplay. I'm going to put this one, y'all, in the I would fight off a zombie bear for you. And there you have it, y'all. This has been my ranking of every gnome in The Sims 3. I need to ask y'all again, how would you rank these gnomes? Because I need to know. So, like I said, y'all, I am going to leave this one linked down below if you want to check it out. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. If you would like for me to rank more stuff in The Sims, let me know because I'll rank it. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching!